Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Carl's Christian Podcast. Today, I'm here with my auntie Ella. She's from
Cameroon.
Cameroon, and I thought it would be a great idea to interview her, see about what she does in Cameroon because she's a missionary there. And so, yeah, hope you all enjoyed today's podcast. So, would you like to introduce yourself?
Well, my name is Ella Russ. I'm originally from Liberia, but I've been in Cameroon for 26 years now. And yeah, as a missionary.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so when did you first start becoming a missionary in Cameroon? Or, like, were you raised in Cameroon? Were you born in Cameroon?
No, I'm from, like I said, I'm from Liberia. I am a Liberian, born and raised in Liberia, and got married 1994, and 1996 we went to Cameroon as missionary.
So, when did it start? Like, when did you feel God leading you to become a missionary in Cameroon, or what happened up to that point that led you to become a missionary?
Growing up, I know I always loved God and going to Catholic schools. So we had a knowledge of God. And then the war came, the war came in Liberia. And I can remember praying to God, like, God, if you save me from the war, I will sing for you. I didn't know, I knew about being a missionary, but that wasn't the first thing that came to my mind. It was like, God, I will serve you. And the way to serve you is to sing for you, even though I don't have a very good voice to sing. But that was my promise to God. And after the war, I joined a youth group called Sober Watchmen, and we were doing youth ministries, going to schools. We were in the drama team, the music ministry, drama ministry, and then we're doing drama and ministering to youth on camps, and just, yeah, and just doing ministry that way. How I, learned to do it. And then our youth leader at that time, called Pastor Wesley, Charles Wesley, had a call to go to Cameroon as a missionary. And when he went, he kept on, sending us things, texts, or writing us and telling us about the mission field, in Cameroon, how it's ripe for young people. So since we were already working with young people in Liberia, under the Sober Watchman ministry, it was like we started to pray, my husband and myself. We started to pray concerning that. And then one day he found a magazine. In that magazine, they had this practice that has started up in Nigeria called jungle justice. When if you stole something from the neighborhood or came in a house and stole something, and if the people in the community, got a hold of you, they will like beat you, then put tires and burn you alive. So they call that jungle justice. And then he was reading this magazine one time, and he saw that, and they said this practice is from Nigeria, but it's crossing over to Cameroon. The young people there are doing it. So this particular person on fire, and the young people standing around, and then looking. And then he said that it was these young people don't need jungle justice, but they need Jesus justice. So it was from that point we started to pray concerning going to Cameroon as missionaries. And then I, with my own promise that I had made to God, God, I will sing for you. It's just like, okay, God, I'm going to serve you whatever way, in whatever capacity I can. So that's how it happened. And then in 1996, February 10th, we went to Cameroon.
Okay. So, you said you were born and raised in Liberia.
Yes.
So, is the culture in Liberia different from the culture in Cameroon, or is like the dialect different? Did you have to learn how to speak the Cameroon dialect before going there, or how does that work?
Well, the African culture, there's not much difference in the African culture as a whole, but of course, there's vast difference, with Cameroon being bilingual. I have prior little knowledge of French because going to school, you had to take, French in as a subject in school in back in Liberia, but I did not speak French. I didn't just learn words here and there. Didn't know how to make like two sentences in French. So then I went to this school in Liberia, French school called Alliance Française. So I went to the school, took a couple of, courses there, and but I couldn't still speak it. Just I had knowledge, but I couldn't speak it. Then went to Cameroon and then had to learn how to speak French because I was like over the praise and worship team, and learn how to communicate with the people. So yes, the culture is kind of different because we all Africans, but there's a difference, So yes, the culture is different. I've not learned a dialect yet, but the language, French language, yes, I have to learn it, and now I do speak French.
You can speak French?
Yes, I do.
Can you show us some French or like say something in French?
Bonjour, je m'appelle Ella Russ.
Wow. I know what bonjour means. It's like hello or something
Yeah,
like
bonjour is hello.
that. Yeah.
Comment tu vas? How are you?
Comment tu vas?
Or comment ça va?
Comment ça va?
Yeah, ça va bien, merci.
Ça va bien, merci.
It's like, how are you? I'm doing good, thank you.
Okay. So now I know French.
Yeah.
So another question I had, in Cameroon with your ministries, is there any opposition to it? Like, are there people who are opposing it, or like they try to interfere?
Well, I cannot say there's opposition, and I can't say there is not because the gospel always, faces opposition. But yeah, when we went to Cameroon first, we were doing youth ministry. The youth, they were like on fire. We had young people, going on camps and going and planting churches with the young people through music and drama. We'll go in the streets and do and evangelize and stuff. So in the streets, yes, in the beginning it was kind of tough. People, I can remember one time in the capital called Yaoundé. I can remember we went for an outreach, and we went to this particular house trying to share, Jesus with this person. And the lady, she's like, no, she doesn't want to accept Jesus. And as we tried to like convince her, she went in her house and she took cutlass. She took cutlass and she started to run behind us with the cutlass, like, come here again, can't tell me about your Jesus. So yes, here and there you have like some oppositions, but also people's hearts are open, to receive. So just how other people will receive Jesus, other people will be like, no, don't want to have anything to do with it. In fact, these are sects, they are cults, they would call us names and stuff like that. Yeah, but through it all, Jesus showed himself faithful. Some people got saved, some people will say no, and some people will, accept the gospel.
Yeah. So are you like a part of an organization, or are you like independent, or like do you have what do you do specifically?
Yeah. Yes, we're part of a church. Our church is called Harvest Intercontinental Ministries. And we do church planting, we are pastors, okay, but then also I started the an orphanage. I have an orphanage that right now we have 19 kids, so that's what I do for ministry. I'm also with the women's ministry. I'm over the family, where I do premarital and then postmarital counseling. So yeah, whatever pastor asks me to do, I'm down. Sometimes I do preach also, yeah. So, but I have an orphanage that I take care of. We opened that orphanage 2004, and it is still going on. Now we have like 19 children.
And for people who want to like help with the orphanage or with your work in Cameroon, how can they do that? Like there's prayer. There is there like something that they can do to help?
Yes. You can pray. First of all, you can pray for us. You can also give whatever God laid on your heart to do. You can do that. So yes, we actually believe in God for partners, to come and partner with us to take care of the children or whatever we're doing there with them. God help laid on anybody's heart to be of help. We are open to that.
Well, I I think that's pretty much we learned a little bit. We learned your mission. We learned what you do. We learned why you started becoming a missionary. Ella Ministry. The links will be in the description when she gives it to me. You can donate. You can help. You can pray for her. And yeah. Anything else?
Well, thank you for having me in this. It was a blessing, sharing what God is doing with us in Cameroon. I was, honored and blessed to have gone through this. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I hope you all enjoyed today's podcast episode. If you want to support, well, what's your ministry called? I never.
Destiny Home.
Destiny Home. If you want to
Yeah.
support Destiny Home, then
We
I'll.
we also have a Facebook
Yeah.
account. So my Facebook is linked. Destiny Home account is linked with my Facebook account. My Facebook account, you can go Ella Russ, ELLARUSS, and then you can check on Destiny Home. So you see the pictures and all the different posts of the orphanage there.
Okay. So I'll have all of that in the description down below and also in the comment section. If you guys want to go check that out and donate to the ministry, and even if you can't donate, pray for them on a daily or put it on your list, your prayer list. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next podcast. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me. God bless.